Siberius, and we about to get serious. It's the real Siberius, making fanboys furious.
Hello, YouTube, and welcome to The Real Siberius. On this episode, I want to talk about no accountability or blame ever. I accepted long ago that there are people in this world that will never take accountability for their life choices or decisions. What I cannot begin to comprehend is some people's inability to hold others accountable even when the truth is right in front of them. Let's watch this clip and then we'll talk about it.
LeBron James got an excuse, right? LeBron James, 43 years old. He hit 23. He got an excuse.
I don't know who this asshat is because I don't care. His position, opinion, and relevance are irrelevant because he's a fucking moron and anything he says should be discredited and shamed. Apparently, if you've done something at a mediocre level for 23 years, you are now absolved of any wrongdoing. You can lazily sit on your ass, leaving your team shorthanded, and be completely atoned for your lack of even trying. You need not worry about destroying any reputation you have left because your fans and the media will find someone to hold accountable for your failures. How have we gotten to a place within sports that the so-called greatest of all time is held to absolutely no standard at all? No defense, doesn't matter, GOAT. Airball free throws, doesn't matter, GOAT. Missed a clutch shot, doesn't matter, GOAT. Throw your teammates under the bus, doesn't matter, GOAT. Constantly lies, doesn't matter, GOAT. What is your fucking criteria for greatness? What is your standard for greatness? What boxes do you have to check for greatness? Is there anything that LeBron could possibly do that would make you think less of him? Would premeditated murder do it? Would sexual assault? Clearly, there was no crime he can commit on the basketball court or on a podcast that will do it. How low can this bar go? It isn't just the fact they make excuses and displace blame. It is that they call out the deficiencies on the team, like a complete lack of defense, and then find any way to blame anyone except for the biggest offender. I can't stand Luka or Reeves, but at least they win. I don't respect the manner in which they do it, but they still fucking win. When you put LeBron on the court, he destroys the chemistry and worsens the team. Doesn't matter, GOAT. These fans and media talking heads are unhinged. You can't begin to resolve a problem until you acknowledge that there is one. Lakers fans, and when I say Lakers fans, I mean real Lakers fans. I wish I could assuage your pain. However, I fear that even if he leaves next season, you will not be rid of him. He will be associated with your team for the foreseeable future. I fear your team will be forever tainted by his presence, and you may never free yourselves of the influence and black mark he's left upon your team. If the Lakers can cleanse themselves of the irreparable damage he has done, it will likely take years. Your only hope is that the new owner will make better decisions moving forward. Again, I didn't want to make a video about LeBron, but I keep seeing this stupid shit, and how can I not comment on it? Saying he has an excuse because he's been playing for 23 years. What? Let's even ignore the fact that he's played for 23 years. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I can't ignore it just yet. If you've done something for 23 years and you can no longer do it at a high level, You shouldn't be doing it anymore. People shouldn't have to tell you. You should know yourself and quit. The only reason why you wouldn't quit is because you're still chasing something that you can't possibly achieve. He says he's not a numbers guy. Why the fuck are you still here then? Why are you still staying in games late? Why are you still playing in blowouts? Whether your team is getting their ass kicked, which seems to happen more often when you're on the court, or when your team is blowing someone else out. A real, true, genuine great would remove themselves from the game so somebody else can get more time. LeBron even said if there's another player that's more fit or more prepared for the moment, he might sit down. Well, clearly another fucking lie, because there you are, the only starter in the game in a blowout in the fourth quarter. I don't even understand how people have a shred of respect for this guy, let alone to consider him the greatest of all time. Your metrics for greatness are deeply flawed, and you're too fucking stupid to see it. It's that simple. You have clearly buried your head in the sand and have no interest in facts, data, or evidence that proves everything that you think wrong. Bonhoeffer's theory of stupidity states you cannot fight stupidity with force. Only the stupid can free themselves. And these people have no interest in freeing themselves. I don't know if it's fucking Stockholm syndrome. I don't know what it is. It feels like you have a gun to your head and you can't say what you want to say. And now somehow you've fallen in love with the person pointing the gun at your head. I don't understand how all-time greats aren't calling this shit out. I even said it in my video yesterday. I don't understand how Jordan isn't calling this shit out. I'm not saying he has to do it in the way that I've done it. He would certainly do it with more decorum and less obscenity. But to say on the record that these asshats have elevated the game, I have a hard time forgiving that. I understand he has a job to do. He's paid to do it. There's an expectation of professionalism and decorum. That feels like glaze to me. You didn't have to say it, and yet you did anyway. I have a problem with that. And maybe this is something that you LeBron fanboys can understand. First of all, Jordan isn't even my favorite player. But even if he were, I don't blindly fucking follow anyone. I will hold people accountable for the things that they do and say, regardless of my opinion of them. And I would hope that people would do the same for me. Don't blindly follow anyone. Don't absolve people of their faults just because you like them. You should be holding them more accountable, not less accountable. And people can defend him all they like. They can, make their excuses for why he said what he said. But I stand by my opinion. I don't respect him for saying that. Sure, there may have been reasons, but he didn't have to say it. He could talk up the game. He can talk up the league, which I believe is probably his contractual obligation. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's the end of the video. If you made it to the end, I certainly appreciate it. As always, I do want to shout out the content creators that continue to inspire me to do this. Uncommon Sense, Angry Old Hoops, Self-Researched NBA Facts, 93Z, Sports and Fitness Rants, Uncut Hoops, Speam Engine, In Your Face Hoops, Eddie TV, King's Speech Row, Goatcast Hoops. I always appreciate your guys' takes, your perspectives, and your humor. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.